In this video, you will learn about 10 popular foods that should never be combined with ginger if you want to avoid harming your health or putting yourself at serious risk. Ginger on its own is considered a superfood, but when paired incorrectly, it can lead to dangerous consequences, ranging from internal bleeding and a sudden drop in blood pressure to hormonal imbalances and digestive issues. We will explain which combinations are particularly harmful, in which dishes these pairings are commonly found, and why even the healthiest foods can turn into a hidden threat when mixed with ginger. This video is going to be incredibly informative and helpful. If you want to take control of your health like a pro, give it a like, and let's get started. Never eat ginger together with garlic. At first glance, this combination may seem incredibly healthy. Both ingredients are well-known staples in traditional medicine, praised for their antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects. They are often used side by side in marinades, soups, Asian cuisine, and even in detox remedies. Many people truly believe that this pairing helps cleanse the body and strengthen blood vessels. However, there is a serious hidden danger in this seemingly healthy duo. Ginger and garlic are both powerful natural anticoagulants. They thin the blood, which, when consumed individually, may be beneficial for preventing blood clots. But when consumed together, their effects become amplified, causing blood clotting to drop excessively. This can result in internal bleeding, bruising from the slightest pressure, worsening of ulcers, bleeding gums, and even nosebleeds. This combination is especially dangerous for people who are already taking anticoagulant medications, such as warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel. According to a study published in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology, the combination of ginger and garlic can enhance the effects of warfarin by as much as 65%, which poses a direct threat to health. What makes it more concerning is that this combination is often hidden in everyday popular dishes. For instance, it is commonly found in chicken cooked in ginger garlic sauce, a classic of Asian cuisine. It also appears in spiced noodle dishes, where both garlic and ginger are used. Many meat marinades include these two ingredients together, and they often serve as the flavor base in spicy pastes, gravies, and soups. That is why people often do not realize they are putting themselves at risk, thinking these meals are good for them. If you have a sensitive circulatory system, fragile blood vessels, or are taking any anticoagulant medications, it is absolutely essential to avoid combining ginger with garlic. This mixture can lead to extremely serious complications. Never eat ginger together with turmeric. Both ginger and turmeric are favorites in wellness culture and Ayurvedic medicine. They are widely used as natural anti-inflammatory remedies, commonly recommended for joint pain, colds, inflammation, and are often included in detox mixtures. Packaging for these products frequently highlights them as a super combination, but this is only partly true. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, also has blood-thinning properties. When combined with ginger, this effect becomes stronger, and together they can lead to a condition called hypocoagulation, in which the blood clots extremely slowly. This is especially dangerous for older adults whose blood vessels are already weakened, and for women who experience heavy menstrual bleeding. In such cases, the consequences may include fainting, blood loss, anemia, and even hospitalization. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, NCCIH, has officially warned that the combination of turmeric and ginger can amplify each other's anticoagulant effects. This means that even a small dose may trigger unpredictable outcomes in people with heightened sensitivity. What makes the situation more concerning is that this pairing is increasingly found in trendy recipes that are believed to be healthy and restorative. For example, more and more people are making golden milk with both ginger and turmeric and drinking it at night, unaware of the potential consequences. These two ingredients are also commonly added to popular soups made with pumpkin or cauliflower. They show up in vegetable smoothies, spicy curry dishes, and even in herbal tea blends and detox mixes, where the combination of spices is perceived as completely safe. But behind that impression of health benefits may lie a serious risk to well-being. If you're taking medication or have noticed increased bleeding, you should completely avoid this combination. Natural remedies can be just as potent as pharmaceutical drugs. Never eat ginger together with coffee. Many people have started adding ginger to their coffee, either as a powder or in the form of syrup. It is believed to enhance flavor, speed up metabolism, and provide an energy boost. But this is a classic example of how two stimulating substances, when combined, can turn into a shock to the system. Ginger on its own has a stimulating effect. It boosts blood circulation, slightly raises blood pressure, and energizes the nervous system. Coffee, on the other hand, contains caffeine, a powerful psychoactive stimulant that increases heart rate, heightens anxiety, and activates the cerebral cortex. When both enter the body at the same time, the result is an overload. The heart starts beating faster, nervous tension increases, tremors and sweating may occur, and in some cases, even panic attacks. According to Harvard Medical School, 34% of people with heightened sensitivity experience acute episodes of anxiety and insomnia when ginger is combined with coffee. This combination is especially risky for individuals with arrhythmia, autonomic nervous system disorders, high blood pressure, chronic stress, or anxiety disorders. Still, despite the possible dangers, many continue to consume ginger with coffee without giving it a second thought. Ginger lattes, espresso with dried ginger, and desserts like carrot cake or tiramisu with a hint of ginger are becoming increasingly common, and they are often served with a strong cup of coffee. Coffee drinks with ginger syrup are also gaining popularity. While they may seem aromatic and comforting, they can actually overstimulate the nervous system. If you have ever felt a sensation of explosive alertness or experienced a racing heartbeat after drinking coffee, it might be worth considering whether ginger played a role. These kinds of combinations can seriously strain the nervous system from within. Never eat ginger together with carbonated drinks. Ginger is sometimes added to fizzy cocktails and refreshing lemonades, and in American culture, ginger ale, a carbonated drink flavored with ginger, is especially popular. However, combining ginger with carbon dioxide creates a double irritant effect on the lining of the stomach. Carbonated beverages by themselves cause bloating and increase stomach acidity. Ginger, meanwhile, stimulates the production of gastric juice and boosts gastrointestinal motility. As a result, pressure builds up in the stomach acid begins to act aggressively on the mucous membrane, and this can lead to heartburn, stomach pain, belching, and even cramps. This combination is particularly harmful for people with gastritis, ulcers, or acid reflux. Mayo Clinic has warned that the pairing of carbonated drinks with ginger increases the risk of flare-ups and painful episodes. Despite the potential harm, these products continue to be heavily marketed and widely available. Ginger ale has become a familiar beverage, and ginger mojitos, made with soda water, are often ordered as light and refreshing cocktails. You can also find fruit punches, where ginger is mixed with carbonated soda, and smoothies made with sparkling mineral water and spicy ginger root. Even lemonades with ginger are often seen as a healthier alternative to sugary sodas, although in reality, they can seriously irritate the stomach lining. If you feel heaviness, tightness in your stomach, or a bout of heartburn after drinking these kinds of beverages, the reason is clear. The combination of ginger with carbon dioxide does not support digestive health. It only provokes gastrointestinal problems. Never eat ginger together with milk. These two are natural opposites. Ginger is hot, active, and stimulating, while milk is cool, soothing, and slow-acting. In Ayurvedic tradition, this combination is believed to disrupt the digestive fire and create an internal imbalance. But modern science also supports this idea. Ginger stimulates the production of stomach acids and enzymes and speeds up intestinal peristalsis. Milk, on the other hand, contains the protein casein, which begins to curdle in an acidic environment. When both are consumed together, the protein in milk coagulates in the stomach, forming a dense mass that is difficult to digest. The result can be bloating, heaviness, gas, and diarrhea. For people with sensitive digestive systems, this can be particularly problematic, especially when ginger and milk are consumed hot, such as in tea or porridge. This combination is often found in everyday dishes that seem harmless at first glance. Many people start their morning with ginger tea made with milk, believing it to be warming and healthy. Oatmeal cooked with milk and flavored with ginger is also a common recipe, especially among those following clean eating routines. Ginger syrup is often added to milk-based lattes to give them a spicy twist. There are even banana and ginger milkshakes that are especially popular during the summer. And a variety of puddings and desserts feature this combination, which is often seen as a wholesome treat. even though it may lead to digestive discomfort and heaviness. If you experience stomach rumbling, cramps, or a heavy feeling after eating or drinking such combinations, it should come as no surprise. This is a matter of physiological incompatibility, and the best option is simply to avoid it. Never eat ginger together with fatty fish. At first glance, both ginger and fatty fish appear to be symbols of healthy eating. Salmon, tuna, and mackerel are rich sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart, blood vessel, and brain health. Ginger is well known for boosting the immune system and fighting inflammation. But the very qualities that make these foods seem beneficial can actually pose a risk when combined. Omega-3 fatty acids have an anticoagulant effect. They thin the blood. Ginger does the same. When consumed together, their effects overlap, which can significantly lower platelet levels and interfere with the blood's ability to clot. This becomes especially dangerous for people who are already prone to bleeding, such as those who experience nosebleeds, bleeding gums, or slow wound healing. The risk becomes even greater if a person is also taking vitamin E, which further reduces blood viscosity. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition reported that 22% of participants who consumed both ginger and fatty fish had platelet levels drop below normal. In practical terms, this means that even a minor injury or bruise can lead to unexpected complications, from excessive bruising to more serious clotting issues. What is especially concerning is that combining fatty fish with ginger has become extremely common. For instance, salmon is often marinated with ginger before baking or grilling. Sashimi and sushi are almost always served with pickled ginger as a standard accompaniment. Mackerel is frequently cooked with spicy sauces that include ginger, and in Asian fish soups or stir-fries with tuna, ginger has become a regular ingredient. While this may seem like a healthy choice, in some cases it can seriously affect blood clotting. If you have noticed that you bruise easily or that cuts take longer to heal, it may be worth examining whether your diet could be the cause. Never eat ginger together with watermelon or beets. These are foods that seem completely harmless. Watermelon is a refreshing summer fruit, rich in water, magnesium, and lycopene. Beets are a powerful source of nitrates and antioxidants. However, both have a pronounced vasodilating effect and are high in potassium, which affects heart function. Ginger also dilates blood vessels and stimulates circulation. When all three elements work together, the blood vessels can become overly relaxed, causing blood pressure to drop sharply. This can be dangerous for people with already low blood pressure. The symptoms come on quickly: weakness, cold sweat, dizziness, and blurred vision. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published findings showing that the combination of watermelon and ginger lowers blood pressure by 14 to 18 millimeters of mercury within the first 30 minutes. And when beets are added, the effect becomes even more intense. Pairing ginger with watermelon or beets is becoming increasingly popular among health-conscious individuals. It is showing up more and more in various wellness recipes that appear to be extremely beneficial at first glance. For example, smoothies made with watermelon and grated ginger are consumed for a boost of freshness and energy. Beet salads with spicy dressings often include ginger for a bold, zesty flavor. More and more people are adding ginger to detox water with lemon and beets, believing it to be a cleansing drink. And during the summer, watermelon juices with ginger and cold soups with ginger dressings are especially popular. But behind all of this may be a hidden risk, especially for those who struggle with low blood pressure. If you experience dizziness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, or weakness after eating these combinations, do not blame it on the heat. It is very likely that you simply went overboard with otherwise healthy ingredients. Never eat ginger together with red meat. Beef and lamb are heavy foods that take a long time and a lot of energy for the stomach to digest. Ginger, on the other hand, stimulates intestinal peristalsis, speeding up the movement of food through the digestive tract. At first glance, it might seem like this could help digestion, but in reality, the result is the opposite. When heavy meat has not yet been fully broken down and ginger starts pushing food through the system too quickly, fermentation occurs. The leftover meat begins to ferment, producing gas and toxins that lead to bloating, flatulence, and a feeling of heaviness. This also interferes with the absorption of nutrients and can cause discomfort and intestinal irritation. The journal Gut published a study showing that 48% of people with dysbiosis experienced flare-ups after eating red meat together with ginger. The symptoms were especially pronounced in those with irritable bowel syndrome. Still, despite the potential digestive issues, the combination of ginger and red meat remains very popular in both restaurants and home kitchens. It is commonly found in dishes that are flavorful and rich. For example, meat for grilling or roasting is often marinated with ginger to add spice and aroma. Beef is frequently prepared in spicy Asian sauces with ginger, especially in stir-fry dishes. Some places even serve burgers with ginger-flavored ketchup, and lamb is often stewed with ginger root as a supposed healthy alternative to other spices. While these meals may sound appetizing, this pairing can lead to heaviness, bloating, and fermentation, especially for those with a sensitive digestive system. If you experience stomach-to-stomach discomfort, rumbling, or gas after a meal like this, the real cause may not be the meat itself, but its combination with ginger. Never eat ginger together with soy products. Soy, tempeh, tofu, and soybean sprouts are rich in isoflavones, which are plant-based phytoestrogens. These compounds act like female hormones in the body. In moderate amounts, soy can be beneficial, especially during menopause. But when ginger is added to soy, it can disrupt hormonal balance. Ginger has the ability to influence hormone levels, including the production of estrogens. When combined with soy, it amplifies hormone-like activity in the body. This is particularly dangerous for women with fibroids, endometriosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, or other hormone-sensitive conditions. According to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, women who consume ginger and soy together experienced, on average, a 23% increase in estradiol levels. This can lead to menstrual irregularities, heavier bleeding, pain, and the growth of abnormal tissue. This is especially risky for women with fibroids, endometriosis, or polycystic ovary syndrome. Despite the potential risks, this combination is very common in everyday meals. For instance, tofu is often served with ginger-based sauces. Grated ginger is added to miso soup for flavor and heat. Soybean sprouts are tossed into salads, and tempeh or soy-based meat substitutes are frequently marinated with ginger. Even vegan dishes that use soy in place of meat often include ginger for taste. All of this can have a subtle yet significant impact on the hormonal system, especially when consumed regularly. If you are sensitive to hormonal changes, it is best to avoid this combination. It can be just as risky as taking hormonal medications without medical supervision. Never eat ginger together with oatmeal or coarse fiber. Oats, bran, granola, and fiber bars are considered a staple of a healthy breakfast for millions of people. They promote fullness, support digestion, and help regulate blood sugar levels. Ginger is often added for flavor and health benefits. But this particular morning combination can actually lead to serious digestive issues. Ginger stimulates gastrointestinal motility, which means it makes the intestines work faster. At the same time, coarse, insoluble fiber found in oats digests slowly and requires prolonged contact with digestive juices. When combined, these two create irritation in the intestines. Food moves too quickly through the system before it can be properly absorbed. This results in bloating, cramps, diarrhea, and poor absorption of vitamins and minerals. People with irritable bowel syndrome are especially vulnerable. According to the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition, 37% of patients reported worsened symptoms after eating oatmeal with ginger. This combination has become particularly popular among those pursuing clean eating and looking for nutritious breakfast or snack options. Ginger is now frequently added to oatmeal along with nuts, dried fruit, or honey under the assumption that it enhances the health benefits. Homemade bars with honey and spices where ginger adds a kick are seen as ideal energy-boosting snacks. Oatmeal cookies with ginger, as well as granola with a spicy aroma, are increasingly common both in stores and in homemade recipes. Even plain morning porridge is now often made with grated ginger, with the belief that it helps digestion. But many do not realize that this combination can irritate the digestive tract and lead to discomfort, especially for those with sensitive digestion. If you feel cramps, bloating, or need to use the restroom more frequently after breakfast, it may be worth checking whether this problematic pairing is on your plate. Next, I recommend checking out these videos, and don't forget to leave your likes and comments. I'm looking forward to them.